Hi guys, my name is Levi from the Feature Maker Lab, and today we're going to learn how to drive a manual transmission. Okay, let's start by learning how to turn on a car with a manual transmission, because it's a little bit different than an automatic. Now in an automatic, you just want your foot on the brake, and you turn it on. Oh, that's not working. That's because we have a clutch, and the clutch has this thing called a neutral safety switch on it. Make sure that the clutch is engaged and the car is in neutral before you start. So, clutch engaged, foot on the brake, turn the key. Just like that. Now, before we take our foot off of the clutch, we want to make sure that our car is in neutral and that the shifter is able to go back and forth just like that. So once we've checked, pull it off. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the tough part, and if you already drive a manual transmission, you're probably watching this and going, yep, I know what's coming next. Starting. So, how we're going to actually start moving forward. We put our foot on the clutch, put our car in first gear, and that will be denoted by the little number 1. So, first gear. Now, if we just take our foot off the clutch, the car dies. That was a pretty gentle stall. They can get kind of violent. When you're learning this, you're going to stall the car several times. It feels violent. It's not that bad for the car. Don't worry about it. So, to keep that from happening, we're going to find what's called the bite point of our car. And that's when we're going to slowly bring up the clutch until the RPMs start to drop and the car lurches forward on its own. So very slowly bring it up. All right, mine's about right there. The RPMs start to drop and the car tries to move forward. So this time, when we get to that bite point, we're gonna give it some gas with the gas pedal. So bring it up to the bite point, about right there. Give it some gas, and then once you've given it gas, keep bringing your foot off the clutch pedal. And you're moving. Now, you'll notice if you look behind me here, I'm in a parking lot. You should be too. Do not attempt to learn this on the road. It is very dangerous. You can die. I know some people that have stalled out in the middle of the highway and they're okay, but it's a very scary experience. It's not worth it. Just learn in a parking lot. So, I'm driving around here and all's going good. I'm in first gear still and I'm kind of running out of room. My engine's starting to scream at me because the RPMs have gotten really high. Sounds like it's about to blow up. That means we need to shift gears. So next we have second gear. And the way that we shift gears once we're moving, we engage the clutch, bring our car into the next gear on the shifter, come off the clutch, and give it some gas. You'll always want to start in first gear, and then each car is going to want to shift at a different point. So check your owner's manual or the online PDF if you have one of them newfangled cars. And you'll see about where you need to shift gears to get going where you're going. Now for slowing down. There's a couple different thoughts on this. Some people like to downshift all the way down. So if they were in 5th gear, they would shift 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. The way I do it, this is not a recommendation, this is just the way I do it. I stick the car in neutral and use the brake. Then when you're stopped, back in 1st gear. So let's see how this works moving a little bit faster. So we're going to get out on the open road. Again, don't do this until you've mastered the parking lot. All right, so we're going to get moving. Time to shift. So we put the foot all the way down on the clutch, put the car in 2nd gear, come off the clutch onto the gas. Just like that. Time for 3rd. Stick the clutch down, put it in 3rd gear, off the clutch, on the gas. Time for 4th, clutch all the way down, 4th gear, off the clutch, onto the gas. And just like that. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. So now you guys know how to drive a manual transmission. If working on cars seems like something that would be really cool to you as a career field, check out wsutech.edu. They have an awesome automotive program that we've actually filmed with before. Also, if you want to learn more about the Feature Maker Lab, go ahead and go to www.futuremakerlab.com and check us out there. See you next time.